Hi, I'm Will Knauer, a museum educator at Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, and this is Bridging the Gap, a series of digital art engagements. In this segment, we will be looking at Time by Max Ferguson. Before we get started discussing this work of art, let's take a few moments to look closely at it. Start by letting your gaze wander around the work of art, taking notice of some of the details, such as the colors the artist is using and objects you recognize in the painting. Please pause the video to give yourself a few moments to look. First of all, wow! Is this a painting or a photograph? It looks so real to me. What do you think? Is this a photograph or a painting? I'll give you 5 banana seconds to decide. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4 banana, 5 banana. All right, time's up. What did you guess? Well, it turns out that this work of art is actually a painting. Nice job to all of you for putting so much thought into it. The artist, Max Ferguson, spends a lot of time working on his paintings. Just one painting can take over half a year to finish. Can you imagine working on a project for such a long period of time? He must really love his work. One way that Max Ferguson is able to paint so realistically is that he first takes photographs of the location and people that he will paint. He can always look at his pictures while he paints to make sure he can be as precise as possible. Actually, he once said that he would prefer to be able to paint people who are actually posing for him in his studio. But can you imagine someone having to sit still for half a year while he painted them? Yikes! Okay, let's think about this specific painting now, titled Time. There is something very important in all of Max Ferguson's paintings, and it can be seen here as well. It's the people in his paintings. In this painting, it's a man. Can you figure out what this man's job might be? What do we think it could be? Is he a professional dog walker? Or a stuntman? No, that doesn't seem right. Wait, I know what to do. I'm going to look for clues in the painting. All right, so we have a lot of clocks on the walls, and he's even holding a clock. It looks like there might be some tools on the desk in front of him. So, yep, definitely professional dog walker. I'm just kidding. This gentleman is a clock repairman. I bet you were able to figure out that before I was. So, why would it be so important for Max Ferguson to include people in his artwork? Well, remember when we talked about how realistic this painting looks? And we even thought it might be a photograph? It turns out Max Ferguson isn't interested in making his paintings look as real as possible just so they look like a picture. Instead, he is interested in capturing the emotion and the story of the person in his painting. What do you think the story of the man in this painting might be? Max Ferguson has painted him in a way that can let us sense and feel his emotions. We are shown a single moment in time, but with a little imagination, we can bring him to life. Oh, I know what would be fun. Let's make up our own stories. Would it be alright if you thought up a very short story and wrote it down? Just a few short sentences would be perfect, but you are always welcome to write more if you like. To help with our stories, let's think about everything that's happening in the painting. There are so many fun clocks and objects in this room we can use for our stories. Oh, I just noticed something fun that someone could use for their story. All the clocks are showing different times. Hey, wait, I thought he was supposed to fix the clocks. All right, go ahead and pause the video to write down your short story. Please unpause it when you are done. Thank you so much for writing those fun stories. I really appreciate that. I know you did a really good job. Looking at this painting with you has really helped me think about other people and what their stories and lives might be like. Thank you for helping me with that. I wonder what other amazing stories are out there. Maybe someday you too will turn a story into a beautiful work of art. Thank you for watching. This has been Bridging the Gap from Crystal Bridges.